¿Esto es malo? Bueno, hello. Thank you for being here. I'm Julio Rico. I'm in the City Hall of Santa Cristina. I'm involved in the government, of the local government, since 4 years ago. And we're going to present you a project of development for Santa Cristina for the next 40, 50 years. I am here actually to ensure the determination of our group to promote and to potentiate as maximum biotechnology in our nice town. Natural, ecological, healthy products, all this is all in fashion now, we know. Natural medicine and phytotherapy also, every time the society asks more for ecological products in all the lines, also in health. Germany market and other pharmacy and other countries are growing extremely in phytotherapy products and derivatives. As a matter of the social security of Germany pays for the phytotherapy systems of health. Germany right now is the first consumer of phytotherapies, but advanced countries starting to introduce all these kind of natural, healthy, ecologic products on the parapharmacies. The demand of these products is growing, and Germany and other countries has the problem of produce them because of land crops.
What's
Phytotherapy is medical plants, phytotherapia,
okay.
Plantas medicinales, phytotherapies. The demand is growing in two different directions. One is the direction of the product, I mean, to produce it, cut it, and use it. The other side is for pharmaceutical laboratories trying to research and investigate in how to be able to do the pharmacs, the drugs, with more ecological supports and using less other process. To do that, and after being working on that during some time, we understand that our town, my town, has a great opportunity to offer several things to this new growing market, we can say, for all Europe. The characteristics of Santa Cristina, this is our town, doesn't look like it, but this is one of the biggest towns of Girona province. We have about 6,800 hectares, and as you see, it's almost all it's green. So that means that of 6,800 hectares, which is 68 kilometers square, wood is 55 kilometers. 600. This is the beach, to make an idea. Right now we are here. This will be much more. This becomes of two mountains, one that comes here, another one that comes here, and a valley here that goes until the sea. Most of the mast is wood, but we have an important land of crops and agricultural uses, which is all on the bay. All these gray things is crops. We have a very difficult access to the sea, and this is a little bit our structure. Of these crops, the 40% is public, is from the government, is from the administration, and 17% is in private hands. But of this 70%, 65% is in the hands of 6-7 owners. That means that it's much easier in order to drive on the same direction.
Sorry, the crop field belongs to the pub?
Sí.
40%. 40% of the crop
40.
field? So who manages this field?
Nobody.
So it's nothing.
I mean, it's almost not produce anything,
Oh yeah.
of course, and if it produce something, it's only food for the cows. So we are not really cultivating the one which is public, but also the one who's private is not cultivated either. It's cultivated on green just which has absolutely no any value.
You say that the private land is owned by very few people. Is that not going to be complicated? Are they already on board with your project? Or?
Of course, I mean, well, I'm one of them. I'm one of these few people. And we all spoke about it and will be very happy to do something with that because right now nobody does anything. I'm the only one actually that really cultivated to give food for horses. But what I'm going to try to explain you is much more a social development than a really agriculture case. We understand that Santa Cristina also, first we have the structure of the crops, which is very surprised and it's difficult. It's very easy. If you will be from the town, you will understand why the government has the 30%. It's because the people who don't pay, they keep it. This is how it works. Also to cultivate this kind of plants, and this is why Tim is here, after I will make a few introductions, they need some characteristics of the land and of temperature. Here we have the temperature, the medium for the whole year is between 20 and 15 degrees, 12 months a year, this is very good. The rain is about 429, which is not really dry. So it makes all the fantastic atmosphere to be able to cultivate all of these lands. Our project doesn't go only on that, goes mostly on the determination to be able to cultivate, but also to bring the enterprises which develop and investigate and research on phytotherapy, also for trying to find the essences that must bring to the laboratories. I don't know if I am good explaining what I'm saying, because in English for me it's quite more difficult. Temi, which is professor of biology at the University of Barcelona, is the one that has made viability to this project as biology, and we will like starting with a conviction that this will become a social development, not only for the cultivation, not for the investigation industry, laboratories, etc. We will like in somehow make Santa Cristina the center of phytotherapy, growth, development, investigation of Europe. That doesn't exist already. It's not a center. We want to start working in the long term with the conviction that the administration will be partner on that and also would be one of the more active in the development. This will give work to our people. This will become our area nice, of healthy, and this will help tourists and residential. And we believe that this can go. Tell me, if you want, you can. I see that if you want, you can try to explain a little better than me, because at the end, what I am is the one that says, okay, we have the determination that we're gonna go through for that because we like it. Now, if you want to explain something technically.
No, quite simple. The idea is this town is an ideal place for cultivate and produce a number of phyto raw materials that are of increasing demand in Europe, Central Europe. And for the climatic conditions, for the geological conditions, this is an ideal place for extensive or intensive phyto production. That's one element. But on the other hand, because the managers of the towns, especially Julio, and the owners of this specific land
¿Dónde aquí para que te grabe? Porque si no...
want to facilitate the incorporation of the people that like to innovate in this field. For instance, we know the case of lavande in France or in Italy, and we know the case of aloe vera. These two phyto products and derivatives are very easy to cultivate here, provided in addition that there is an excellent web of transport communication. So we have the potential for producing these raw materials that are in an increasing demand in Europe. That's one thing. The proximity of Verona and Barcelona, meaning by that universities, technology, knowledge, will facilitate to start up some elements of our plastic here, basic elements. I'm not saying that we are going to compete with Central Europe, no. But for instance, the first steps of the elaboration of these plans, whatever it may be, may take place here only after a very smooth and low development of the technology. That's another element. And the third element is this is an ideal place because it's very cosmopolitan. It's a real mixture of people from almost all countries in Europe and many countries from North and South America, is that there is a culture of first, I want to express that in special terms. Tourism is not the essence of this activity. Healthy tourists, people that come here to become for a long period, maybe months, in a hotel with very specific personal care services. We have the case in San Feliu, Hippocrates. So a hotel that is almost a place for stay quiet, enjoy life, take with experts and professionals of the healthcare. So you see the combination. We may produce elements, we may develop preliminary steps in development of new products, and we may facilitate the selling and the disseminating these products with the clients that come from all over the world here. So this is the three elements that consider this project, that are considered in this project. But besides the productive element, the technological element, the possibilities of collaboration with universities in Girona or in Barcelona, is the determination of the politicians to facilitate this activity. During today and yesterday in this conference, many people have been complaining about how difficult it is to run on companies, spin-offs, new companies. So here there is a new way of thinking in this sense. They are ready, in the limits of the reality, to promote and to facilitate these activities. And to me, because I've been suffering of this as scientist, I think it's the most important to find out a person, a public manager that really believes in this type of projects, and that will give the opportunity to restructure the society in a much better manner, because we are not people from single places, we are multicultural people. And these multicultural people needs these more complex, if you like, services, not only about food, not only about public health, personal health, all these type of things together. This is, to me, the specific. Frankly, I'm fed up of very specific, complex and developed products that by the end of the day are going to be captive of big companies. No, the good point of this project is that the land is one of the elements, the people is other element, the possibilities of transportation, the proximity of the universities, and this new way of looking at life. Jorge this morning talked us about innovation life, inno-life. He is claiming for that, innovation in the field of the life of the people. This is what he's proposing. So it's something maybe simple, but not frequent in any way.
The last part of this Imagine development project will go to the residential matter. Santa Cristina lives of the residentials, of houses like this a lot, and of the future development. In that case, we have Carlos Basol, which is on the team as an architect, that he has an idea that the kind of architect that must grow in Santa Cristina could perfectly be combined with a healthy style of life which complements what we say the produce, the crops, and the investment and research. If you want 2 minutes just to...
Just a minute. The territory of Santa Cristina
Come, Carlos,
has 2,000 years ago, I think, 4 or 5 prehistoric people living at Romagna. In 30 years ago, Santa Cristina has 1,000 people. Now Santa Cristina has 5,000 people. Santa Cristina used 2,000 years to pass from 5 people to 1,000 people, and used only 50 years to quintuplicate his population. Here, in our country, the growing is also related with the brick. I think that is not that we want for Santa Cristina. I think that only a growing, slow, ecological sustainability with clean energies, in the sense of the river that changed the world, only can save the territory of Santa Cristina. This proposition of Julio in the line of phytotherapy and biotechnology, I think is compatible with a slow growing, with that Santa Cristina remains as a population related with that you see through the window, based in the sustainability, organic, ecological, and in the sense of merge the world. I think that the evolution of Santa Cristina and the growing of the population of Santa Cristina must preserve the majority of the woods of the village and the majority of the agricultural territories that exist now in Santa Cristina. Only the specialization in that way of bio-hotels is not an invention that does exist in Europe. Hotels with bio-construction, with bio-services, with bio
Castellano.
Alimentación, destinado a todo tipo de público que respeta y que considera cada vez más un porcentaje mayor estos temas como básicos en este planeta, como
Sigue en inglés.
y que es perfectamente compatible con la presencia de servicios destinados al deporte, a la tercera edad y al turismo, que con otro tipo de evolución de Santa Cristina perdería este prestigio que ha ganado como un lugar donde la vida es posible.
I'm going to make a translation of your words, because this is also, in our opinion, one part is the biotechnology and the agriculture and to keep the lands, and this is one part, but Santa Cristina has to grow, but we want to grow on a concrete direction. And I think that if all this could be grown, public and private, with the industry of the phytotherapy, the growing on the buildings, this should always keep the line of the quality of life ecological way of building, energy, etc.
I think that the success in this country is related with the growing of population. Now, the general urbanistic plan of Santa Cristina, that now has 5,000 people in all the territory, permit to grow to 20,000 people. I think that is not normal. The urbanistic plans, nobody knows what happened with Santa Cristina if they multiply by 4 the actual population. I think that the growing of a village must be slow in the time and not based in the rate and the increasing of the population in pocos días.
To finish, to say just that this is a 40 or 50 years project to equilibrate our domestic economy, and that of course it can only go on with the active implication not only of the City Hall, but of the government of Catalonia, and of course with companies that really want to bet for the eco drugs in the future and the phytotherapy in the pharmacies, which I'm sure that in 15 years I will take a Tittle or a nolotil and it will be one sucedáneo, and I will say this nolotil is done all with natural products and not anything. I'm sure that when the laboratories arrive to this matter, the traditional drugs will go down. I think that more than one person is thinking on that, more than one laboratories know already that have to investigate and have to try to adapt to the market, to the demand of the market, and it's obviously that today the market demands more ecology, more this.
Me gustaría poner un ejemplo sobre donde nos ha llevado la cultura del ladrillo y el planeamiento urbanístico, para decir que en la región de Murcia hay planeamiento urbanístico aprobado que la permitiría pasar a más de 10 millones de habitantes. Solo la crisis nos ha salvado de una barbaridad como esta.
Nothing else? You have any questions?
Yeah, so, en español o en...
Bueno,
Yo soy de guía.
hostia, pues la putada que lo has hecho.
¿En español o en inglés?
Sí, en castellano, si quieres.
Has dicho que hay 6 dueños,
Bueno,
terratenientes.
6, 7.
Y has comentado que tú eres uno, no sé a qué nivel. ¿Has empezado tú ya como particular?
No, porque este no es un tema que se tenga que desarrollar a modo particular. O sea, este es un proyecto de que realmente no se trata de cultivar y vender un producto. O sea, lo que queremos es que aquí fuera básicamente el huerto experimental. El huerto que tiene que llevar un laboratorio al lado que tenga unos terrenos para su producción. Yo en mis campos actualmente hago cereal. Pero entiendo que tiene mucho más aporte, algo que me pueda generar unos puestos de trabajo.
El planteamiento, creo, a ver si estoy en lo correcto, no es la producción, sino más orientado a lo que tú decías, que es investigar.
Claro, claro, por supuesto, por supuesto.
El futuro de la
Por supuesto.
biomedicina.
En realidad es más arrendar los campos a los laboratorios o a la propia administración para que ponga desarrollo tecnológico de investigación sobre ellos. Si aparte se hace producción, se hace producción. Pero en definitiva, la idea marco es generar una industria alrededor de la fitoterapia que sea no tan solo la investigación y el desarrollo, que sí que lo es, pero también la de la enseñanza. Posiblemente, si lográramos esto en 25 años, pues este sería el centro europeo donde se vendría a aprender sobre fitoterapia, ¿no?
Y también, bueno, has comentado, y supongo que es lógico que como alcalde de un territorio que, bueno, es grande, pero no es representativo de Europa, es complicado que tú o la alcaldía podáis desarrollar esto sin la ayuda de administraciones como
Generalitat, claro,
o
claro.
incluso gobiernos a otros niveles. ¿Tiene relación, sabes hasta qué punto se implicarían? ¿Has visto modelos similares que han pasado en otros lugares, aunque no sea con biomedicina, pero otro tipo de economía sostenible?
El único modelo que conozco similar es lo que ha pasado en Francia y en Italia con la producción de plantas aromáticas. En la Toscana y en estas zonas hay decenas de pueblos que ya todo el pueblo vive de la planta aromática. Uno porque la cultivan, otro porque están en los laboratorios donde están sacando las esencias. La industria del perfume es fuerte y hoy no se entiende una industria del perfume sin la Toscana. Las universidades europeas de perfume están, o sea, han desarrollado. Alguien hace 30 años debió pensar, vamos a quitar las cabras y vamos a poner plantas aromáticas. Y esto es un poco, porque yo soy que de inventar grandes modelos cuando ya hay modelos que ya han funcionado.
¿No crees que es una apuesta muy arriesgada, aunque bueno, es un pueblo pequeño, pero ¿no crees que es una apuesta muy arriesgada poner todas las cartas en una industria en particular que lleva, como has dicho, lleva 30 años el desarrollo completo?
Por eso de ahí viene que va complementada con una industria que es la que sí que funciona, que es la del crecimiento demográfico de lo que es el Santa Cristina como centro de recepción turístico y como sobre todo de segunda residencia, va complementado con lo que es la arquitectura del sector urbanístico, que tiene que encararse ya a una vía de un urbanismo que vaya acorde un poco con lo que estamos planteando, ¿no? Autosuficientes, en fin, o sea, un urbanismo mucho más ético que pudiera. Santa Cristina lleva 30 años sobreviviendo, o mal sobreviviendo, del turismo de segunda residencia. Pero esto, Santa Cristina en los años 70, 80, pues hizo 11 urbanizaciones, nosotros tenemos 11 urbanizaciones aquí. Se construyeron mal, pero ese fue el crecimiento urbanístico, claro, y en la mitad están destrozadas. Entonces, es apostar de nuevo con los 80, pero con otro tipo de esto. Además, el tema agrícola creo que es algo que se tiene que potenciar, porque además no genera inversión, o no genera demasiada inversión, y para plantar verde, para que coman las vacas, sería más importante plantar un tipo de producto, primero que pueda tener una comercialización, pero sobre todo que pueda generar un I+D detrás. Porque yo sigo convencido de que de aquí 50 años habrá un nolotil que te dirán y te publicitarán que no lleva ningún producto químico. Y que en el momento en que ese nolotil aparezca, dejará de funcionar el anterior. Convencido. Yo tengo, por lo que he podido, tengo alguna relación, los laboratorios farmacéuticos ya están pensando cómo hacer más atractivos sus propios fármacos. A nadie nos gusta medicarnos y cada vez nos medicamos más. Es una industria muy potente, es una industria que si sabe poder vender un fármaco eficaz y al mismo tiempo que garantiza una ecología, que garantiza un desarrollo sostenible, pues creo yo que será bastante más atractivo. Yo estoy absolutamente convencido que la Bayer está trabajando en este tema. Hace 6 años que entró en la Seguridad Social de Alemania la fitoterapia.
Yo creo que la fitoterapia no es la única solución para preservar el territorio de Santa Cristina. Pero sí te diré que, por ejemplo, España, todo el suelo agrícola dedicado a producir productos ecológicos para la alimentación, básicamente se exporta a Alemania. Y está absolutamente toda vendida a Alemania. Es decir, desde las alcachofas del Prat de los Huertos, que sí que tienen calificación ecológica, tomates. Es decir, que buscar en la agricultura un mayor valor añadido que el cultivo del forraje, me parece que es un tema bueno para la ciudadanía y me parece que es un tema compatible con un crecimiento equilibrado de la población de Santa Cristina. Porque es evidente que no sería compatible si no hubiera existido una crisis de 7 años y Santa Cristina, todo el planeamiento que tiene manchado en el territorio, que incrementó en 132 hectáreas desde el planeamiento anterior al actual, se hubiera llevado a cabo. Entonces ya no habría solución. Entonces yo creo que a partir de ahora hay que buscar el equilibrio entre un cierto crecimiento sostenible y que es razonable que la población que quiere venir a vivir a Santa Cristina pueda venir a vivir con lo que sea, con el mantenimiento de la calidad de vida de Santa Cristina y con el mayor rendimiento que puedas tener de los suelos y de los bosques.
Personalmente a mí me parece que es una apuesta arriesgada, pero me gusta que haya este tipo de propuestas. O sea, yo personalmente votaría por hacer esto en vez de seguir haciendo lo mismo que se ha hecho y que está demostrado que no funciona, por lo que estáis contando. Pero solo quería entender si tenéis un plan B o algo.
Bueno, a ver, el plan B es potenciar lo existente.
Porque, a ver, pongamos el caso de que vosotros conseguís que esto vaya para adelante, pero también sabéis que hay muchos agentes externos involucrados, tanto las farmacéuticas como gobiernos que a lo mejor vosotros desde Santa Cristina no vais a poder controlar. En 4, 6, 8 años la Generalitat tendrá otro señor que deja de apostar por esto y apuesta por la siguiente. Y el hecho de que esto sea una apuesta a 30 años, imagino, no sé lo que el pueblo ve, porque también bueno, cada cultura es diferente, pero el pueblo seguramente querrá ver resultados a 4 años. ¿Tenéis algo a corto plazo para evitar?
Sí.
Sí. Es que aquí no deberíamos hablar de política.
No, aquí no hablamos de política.
Bueno, no, pero ¿por qué?
Pero sí.
Lo mío también enfocado como empresa. Si yo voy a mi jefe
La
y le digo...
respuesta es que el 80% de los propietarios actuales estarían ya dispuestos a empezar a plantar fitoterapia.
Vale, o sea,
Eso es un
el pueblo está...
Y uno de ellos estaría dispuesto ya a, alrededor de los campos de fitoterapia, montar un balneario, por ejemplo.
No, pues, a ver, si el pueblo piensa de la misma manera, yo no veo inconveniente en que se haga la... O sea, creo que es... Yo soy de Andalucía, o sea que todo el caos urbanístico, el destrozo urbanístico del que hablas, lo he vivido. A mí me extraña que este pueblo, tan cercano a la costa, incluso con playa, tenga tanto verde. Me extraña, porque yo vivo en sitios donde se prendía fuego en verano todo para que ahora...
Uno cuando pasa por Torremolinos y ves la Almadena dices en cuántos años se hizo todo eso.
Y bueno, y aparte no sabes ninguna ley de costa, etc. Por eso a mí me parece una idea